CMIS 3224. Web Designing and E-Commerce. Practical Sessions. HTML. In this practical session, I hope to discuss about basics of front-end development by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Then the back-end development by using PHP and MySQL. After that, develop a login form using PHP and MySQL. Front-end. Front-end web development, also known as client-side development. There are many different types of technologies and stacks. Most front-end web developers use HTML, CSS and JavaScript, the de facto building blocks of the web, and client-side frameworks such as Laravel, CodeIgniter, Angular, React, Stencil and Vue. Not everything happens on the front end. Client-side rendered applications still rely on services and APIs that run on back-end remote servers or the cloud. Back-end. While front-end development is about making sites and web applications render on the client side, back-end development is all about making these apps render server-side. When back-end developers create apps that render on the server side, they use the same building blocks as front-end developers: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Back-end developers also work with software stacks that include operating systems, web servers, frameworks, languages, programming APIs and more. The frameworks, languages and programming APIs in these stacks are used to render server-side sites and web applications and to create services that other applications can consume. Most back-end web developers use PHP, Python, Ruby, Java and Rust as their developing language. Text editors. For the codings we need a text editor. Notepad is the basic text editor that comes with Windows. These are some common editors that can use free: Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code and Atom. HTML file. A HTML file is a text file that contain markup tags and contents. A browser reads the HTML file and display the contents. You can see the basic structure of a HTML page. Simply we can use Notepad for our designing process. Open Notepad. Save as index.html. Type the code as in the basic structure. Open the file in a web browser. Text between the title tags shows in the Browser tab. The browser will display the content written within the body element. HTML elements. HTML elements are made up of the start tag, end tag and content between these tags. HTML structure and page layouts are built using elements. As you show in the below structure, HTML is the root element and all other elements reside within this element. Within head element, we can define title, style, script, meta, base elements. These tags contain information about the page and link to the external resources. The content section resides within the body element. Body element contains documents heading, paragraph, table, image, multimedia and other elements that are visible on the web page. These tags contain information about the page and link to the external resources. The content section resides within the body element. Body element contains documents heading, paragraph, table, image, multimedia and other elements that are visible on the web page. HTML tags. HTML tags are used to mark up HTML elements. HTML tags are surrounded by the two characters less than and greater than. The surrounding characters are called angle brackets. HTML tags normally come in pairs like B and /B. The first tag in a pair is the start tag, the second tag is the end tag. The text between the start and end tags is the element content. HTML tags are not case-sensitive, simple B means the same as capital B. Basic HTML tags. Heading. Heading tag briefly describes the document in short. HTML has 6 levels of headings of different size. H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. H1 is the largest heading and H6 is the smallest heading. You can see H1 to H6 tags in the body section. Save this and refresh the browser. You can see that H1 is the largest heading and H6 is the smallest. Paragraph. Paragraphs are defined with the P tag. Line break. The BR tag forces a line break wherever you place it. Horizontal rule. Use a horizontal rule, the hours tag, to separate the sections. Comments. The comment is a developer guideline. It is not visible to the web page. Its purpose is only to know in the future what you did or guideline for future modification. It is recommended to add comment in the complex code to improve code readability. The written comments are not executed and ignored by the web browser. This pair of tags used in both single-line and multi-line comments. Paragraphs tag used to contains a set of words. Add an enter in the paragraphs. Refresh the browser. It's not effect to the paragraph. To separate the lines, use BR tag. If we write the paragraph in same line, but when we use a BR tag it will separate. We can add horizontal line between these paragraphs. Use HR tag, it will add a horizontal line. To describe the code, add a comment. It's not show in the browser. Attributes. Attribute provides additional features to tag, or we can say that it enhances the performance of a web page. It performs a major role in the form, table and to provide styles to elements. Attribute always come in name-value pair, in which name is unique within the tag and value is always enclosed within either single quotes or double quotes. Add attribute for the body tag. Attribute name BG color. Attribute value red. It changed the background color to red. Before we moving forward, let's install Sublime Text. Search on Google. Go to the first link. Click Downloads for Windows. Install it. You can see the text editor. From here we will use this. Open Sublime Text and save as index.html. Start typing HTML. It will automatically give the basic structure. That's why we are using text editors like this. Top of the code 2 can see a tag doctype. Doctype stands for Document Type Declaration. It informs the web browser about the type and version of HTML used in building the web document. This helps the browser to handle and load it properly. When we using this doctype tag, browser know we are using HTML5. Side by side you can see the code and browser output. Change the title. Type in the body section. B tag displays in bold letter. Big tag display big letters. Both are in the same line. So add a BR tag. I added the different types. Let's see one by one. 2 BR tags give more space. Strong tag displays strong letters like bold tag. Small tag displays small letters. I tag display italic letters. U tag display a underline. M tag display letters like in the italic tag. Q tag display the text between the quotation marks. Sup tag displays half the character from the top. Sub tag displays half the character below the baseline. Del tag displays as deleted from the document. Show a line that cut the text. HTML text format. Computer output. These tags are often used to display computer programming code. You may see the websites show computer programs with a different fonts and styles. Between the code tag is show in a different font. Code is in the same line. No break in the code. Use pre-tag to show the code as it is in the editor. Now it's display as in the editor. Also this tag use for quotes. KBD tag for keyboard inputs. TT tag for teletype text. VAR tag for variable. That's look like an italic shape. HTML text format. Quotation and citation elements. Block quote tag display text with a tab space from the left side. You can see the difference with P tag. Abratad define an abbreviation or an acronym. You can see a dotted line under the text. Address tag show the text in italic. Cite tag show the text in italic. Tag reverse the letters in the text. Tag delete the word at show a cut line top of the text. Ins tag insert the word at show a underline in the word. HTML character entities. Some characters are reserved in HTML. If you use the less than or greater than signs in your text, the browser might mix them with tags. Character entities are used to display reserved characters in HTML. Use entity name or entity number to show the less than. Entity name and LT. To show the greater than. Entity name and GT. We can also use our entity numbers. To show the less than. Entity name and number 60. To show the greater than. Entity name and number 62. For the special characters. Copyright and all right reserved characters. HTML image. IMG tag. I added an image to the same folder that I save my HTML file. The name of the image with its extinction. You can see the image. Let's move this image to a separate folder. Now have to add the new path, folder and image name. Let's try to add link of an image. Go to our university website. Right-click on this image and choose Open in a new tab. Copy the link. Paste it. Now refresh our page. It's showing our web. Adjust the size of the image, height and width. And this tag also can add an attribute. Try to add this image as our background. Image repeated fill the background. Add some text. It's show in front of the image. HTML links. A tag. A tag. Link to the Google. The text change the color and show with an underline. It's a hyperlink. Click on the text, open the link. Add a link to an image. Replace the text with an image. By clicking the image, open the link. Name attribute is used to link the section in the same document or section of the destination document. By using target attribute, we can specify where to open the linked document. Like, there may be need to open the document in the new tab or in the same tab. Target blank, open in a new tab. Target self, open in the same tab.